Eye on Agriculture with Britton Rucker.
Cattle ranchers across the country and here in Kansas keeping a close eye on a cattle parasite found just south of the border in Mexico. Plus, it's what a Kansas senator says is where agriculture meets Maha. Good evening and welcome into Eye on Agriculture. I'm Britton Rucker. There's a new concern for Kansas cattle ranchers. The new World Screwworm is inching closer and closer to the United States. Officials in Mexico confirm they've detected the species just 70 miles south of the U.S.-Mexico border. Agriculture experts say the parasite is dangerous because it burrows into the flesh of animals, causing significant damage. Cale Chapman talked with the Kansas Livestock Association about their concerns with the new World Screwworm.
This would be very devastating to cattle producers.
A tiny but dangerous new threat is inching its way closer to the U.S., the new World Screwworm.
Our cow herd is very small right now, the smallest it's been in about 75 years. And so this would just add, make this a bigger issue. And so it could very much be a devastating issue to the cattle industry.
The parasite, known for burrowing into the flesh of cattle, is now being detected just 70 miles away from the U.S. border, alarming producers across the U.S.
Mostly it could look like fewer cattle, right? And we're already at a smaller cow herd, and you put fewer cattle out there, then that means it could ultimately impact our beef supply. But of course, beef prices, have been higher because we have a smaller cow herd. And so potentially you could see that.
But precautions are being taken at the state and federal level to protect livestock. The U.S. is shutting down cattle exports from Mexico, and the Kansas Livestock Association is asking producers to monitor their herds, especially animals with open wounds.
Kansas Animal Health Department is actively engaged in this issue, and they have been from day one. And I know that they have been coordinating and talking to other state animal health departments.
In Wichita, Cale Chapman, 12 News.
Now, we talked with some Kansas ranchers about the parasite, and they tell us they're watching for warning signs, but are not overly concerned since it has not yet been detected in the U.S. A portion of the Farm Bill expires at the end of the month. Our Kansas delegation has applauded the Big Beautiful Bill, which included many of the things Kansas producers need. But some farmers say they still need some of the things that were left out of that package. One thing that wasn't in the package was the so-called skinny Farm Bill. Also missing funds for conservation, research, and market access. The bill did boost crop safety net support and makes it easier for ranchers to get money during drought. Even with some gaps, many producers call it a win, especially since the last Farm Bill was passed back in 2018.
It was like, hey, we got a chance to get something. It's better than nothing, and we're not going to get the full deal right now, but let's take what we can get and move on from there.
Now, Representative Tracy Mann says he hopes to get that done by the end of the year. The 2025 State of the Beef Industry survey says the beef industry thriving, as despite facing long-term structural challenges related to herd rebuilding, succession planning, and maintaining competitiveness. Now, nearly half of beef producers say they're planning on herd growth, while 2/3 are reporting profitability by adding new revenue streams like selling directly to consumers. The survey also says producers believe long-term success will depend on adapting and innovation. Nearly half of U.S. farmers believe we're on the brink of a farm crisis. That's according to a new survey by the National Corn Growers Association. Experts say this is the third or fourth year many crop producers are facing a break even or a loss of profitability. Now, they say things like China being out of the soybean market, Canada not buying U.S. wine, and pressures in the tree nut industry are just three examples of the ag industry, the challenges they're facing. They also say cash receipts for crop farms have declined by $71 billion in the last 3 years, which is the largest amount of all time. Kansas game wardens have a warning about the dangers of using the wrong size of ammunition in your shotgun. Wardens say they stopped a hunter over at McPherson Valley Wetlands. They say the hunter loaded 20-gauge shells into a pump-action 12-gauge shotgun. Now, this can cause the shells to stack and obstruct the barrel, which can lead to serious injuries. Wardens advise you to always check your ammunition before heading out to hunt this season. The FDA approves a large-scale human trial of pig kidney transplants. The biotech company eGenesis says its gene-edited pigs are bred so their organs are more compatible with humans. The company uses technology that lets scientists remove a gene that would normally trigger immediate rejection. Right now, more than 100,000 Americans are waiting for an organ donation, most of them kidneys.
Almonds that you buy at the grocery store is not, what the growers get paid.
And it used to support 2 families, and it doesn't even support 1 family now.
Bird flu and rising costs, 2 big blows to California farmers. The new crop report showing hundreds lost, but one crop still came out on top. We'll show you which one ahead on Eye on Agriculture.